Important is money to you in a relationship?
It's important. It's not that big a deal.
So you'll be with a broke person?
Not for
No
long.
money.
You have to try.
And you give them an allowance in the meantime?
I'm not gonna lie. I do a whole bunch of stupid shit when I'm in love.
Not important at all. I feel like them being in a relationship with me, I could get them to where they need to be, so that money's not a problem.
Yo, ride or die. I know I'm not one for sure. I will never ride or die, but we have
Luck is
one
luck.
right. How important is money to you in a relationship?
It's everything. If you don't have any money, then, you know, it's just, what's the point?
Ooh. I mean, it's not the number one thing, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of important, but you don't have to have a lot of money, but at least have a plan to work toward getting money. Like, don't just be a bum ass dude sitting at home doing nothing.
You're not giving nobody no allowances.
Hell no. Get your ass a job.
Invest.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't want my woman to give me any type of allowance. I can go get my own money. But if we're leaning into, I want a man to provide for me and be able to support me, then a man is probably going to ask for something on the back end that would benefit him. That's generally how relationships work. And when he does that, you can't be like, well, I don't need a man. I'm independent. I have my own money, the whole 9 yards. Another point is most modern women act a certain way, so they have to accept a man that doesn't have money. Whereas what it seems to be in other cultures, they're taught a certain way and they demand certain things. And because they already have a standard and they're consistent with that standard, then the exchange is even. But it gets tricky for modern women and they usually end up losing out.
Who else has a covering? And I mentioned her tonight. We all know who she is, Miss Beehive herself, Beyonce Knowles Carter, because she's married to Sean Carter, who also, if y'all know who he is, look, go on the internet, Google.
You might find him.
Yeah, it might be in there, yeah. You know, Mr. Hard Knock Life, Mr. Reasonable Doubt, and all of that. And they've been married. How long they been married?
Beyonce's been married since 2008.
2008, so she was 27 when she got married. Which at that time, we really at the highlight of let me get this degree, let me do this, let me run, let me go, let me hit, let me do. Instead of being still and figuring out who you are.
Ooh.
And Beyonce has a covering. Billionaire plus Beyonce has a covering. Meaning if Beyonce could submit with all that she got, ladies, y'all master's degrees and PhDs ain't nothing.
Ooh.
I hear you, but let's not let Beyonce off the hook because she is actually out here singing those things that have women out here, or I should say some women out here, running around not being still. You could say you need to have your own mind, and that is true. But at the end of the day, music is a big influence to anyone in any culture, anywhere. Beyonce should make more songs about healthy love and healthy relationships versus we getting messed up tonight and to the left.
I am not an independent woman. I do not care. Like, I make my own money. I have my own goals, but that doesn't mean I'm independent. Like, I need my man. I need to be like feminine in my relationship. Leave me out of that feminist. I am independent. I am not.
You know, my husband comes, he eats. I pick up his plate when he's done eating. That's something people are so surprised to know. He does not pick plate. For like some of my American friends who see it, they're a little taken aback. Like, can't he pick up his own plate?
I think the American notion of relationships is like equality.
I do push women empowerment, but I'm like, I am not alone. My husband covers this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he covers me. And so if someone breaks in my house in the middle of the night, it's not me getting up.
I'm not going first.
Well, at least they're honest about the break-ins. I think most men would appreciate a woman like this. In fact, my fiance gets my plate and cleans. She also cooks, even with me trying to do that. I can cook and clean myself. My dad actually taught me how to do that. But it's nice to have someone that does that for you, and I in return have no problem doing that for her. But unfortunately, a man will have to prove himself to modern women first, and maybe 20 years down the road, when they've finally settled into their feminine, will they think about catering to their man.
Hey, black man, I love you. You know I do. Listen, I don't want to assume, so I'm going to ask. Do you guys still come fully assembled? You know, like, you know, you don't really need a woman to make decisions for you. You're kind of coming into the relationship, handling things, you know, like, hey, I got this. We're going to have, you know, we're going to have. Like, I'm at that place in my life where I want a man where I don't even want to say anything. I just want to show up pretty. Like, I want people to ask my man, does she speak? because she never says anything. And he says, because she doesn't have to. Like, I'm tired of being this. Now, what the fuck the bitch say? Because I'll smack the shit out of all these motherfuckers. I'll clear this motherfucking room out. Like, I don't want to be here no more. Like, I want to be like whatever my man says. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what it is. That's it. Yeah. All right, great.
She's hilarious. Her page is Katrina G. Pope, if you want to check it out. She's a comedian, and I almost felt sorry for her until I saw this. So what she's asking for would have likely come earlier on if she wasn't pursuing other things.
So what is it that y'all want from men? For real. Because men constantly have to hear the repetitive message of women don't need a man, they don't want a man, it ain't shit a nigga can do for that woman. You constantly dogging nigga. So yeah, why you expect a nigga to buy you flowers and you not buy him nothing in return? Y'all independent. Y'all keep hollering about y'all independent. Y'all don't need no man. Why you think that man gonna buy you some flowers? Bitch, go buy him some flowers. Go cook him dinner. Go run him a bath water. Rub his feet. Make him feel special. Why everybody gotta make you feel special when you don't do shit but get on people's nerves? Why you think you deserve that?
Now, why in the world would a modern woman do that and look like a sucker in front of her other modern women friends? You really don't get it. Modern women are out here to cater to their bank accounts, not their man. They're here to cater to their 9 to 5. I don't know if you guys remember, but in another video, a man asked, how come you'll submit to your boss but not to your man? And they said, bold-faced, it's because I expect a check and at least he's paying me. With my man, my husband, I don't know what I'm going to get. Like, this is the man that you committed to. Amazing.
This is 1,000% true, and I'll share a little personal story of mine. So when I was dating well into my femininity journey, I noticed how I was getting more. I was getting flown out for trips. Never happened to me before. I was receiving cash gifts to invest into the stock market. That never happened to me before. Even when I was out by myself, men would rush to open door for me, which never happened before. And, you know, it's nice to be cared for, even by a stranger. Men would pay for my dinner if I was eating alone at the bar. It was just really nice to be taken care of. And I kind of saw the power of femininity. And that's why I really preach it. It is really life-changing.
She had modern women in her comments that didn't like a word that she said. But the fact of the matter is, most men are going to go after a feminine woman. Most men don't like women that will jump at the chance to body slam them or embarrass them in public.
All you bitches that's waiting for a nigga to pay your rent before you give him some or your number or conversation, you're a prostitute. None of these niggas out here is about to work a whole job to pay your motherfucking bills, bitch. We trying to maintain a lifestyle that you can't afford.
So I think it's just the way she said it that caught me off guard. So matter of fact, and of course, modern women are going to hate this advice.
I'm just be real. We don't want no TikTok niggas. Y'all cute on here. Y'all, you feel me? Y'all, damn, we scroll. Damn, this nigga fun shit. But we really don't want you TikTok niggas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, the fact that you a grown-ass man, however old, you sitting here being cute as shit on this app? No. My nigga gotta be out. My nigga gotta be doing not TikTok. Fuck.
Well, I don't want a woman with weave, fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes. Standards.
What really gets under my skin is when people say that there's no good guys. I can't relate to that. I cannot relate to that whatsoever. If someone chooses to actively seek out men that are not ambitious, that are not determined, don't have good qualities, they're surrounding themselves around the wrong men. And if you cannot find yourself around the right type of men, not just romantically, we're even platonically in relationships, friendships, family, you need to surround yourself with the right men. Don't blame other people for your lack of self-development to be able to attract the type of people that you should be around that are going to uplift you, inspire you, motivate you to be a better version of yourself. You can't put that on other people, especially not on other men. That's not going to get you anywhere.
The phrase, lack of self-development hits different because it's true. Modern women will holler, can't find a good man, while steady walking into red flags. In fact, what might have been a yellow flag, when coupled with your toxic nature, now becomes an extremely red flag, a blood red flag that you probably won't ignore. Yes, I said probably won't ignore, because modern women will see the signs and stay right where they're at, pass up the man that they should have been giving time to for a dude that has proven himself time and time again toxic. It's like they're enrolling themselves in these toxic relationships in order to earn street credit, and afterwards making TikToks and getting famous off of other modern women that do the same thing. Buy my book on how not to be with a toxic man. Follow my account to learn of the 57 red flags to watch out for. Don't buy that dog just yet, sis. God's got a man on the way. Manifestation Monday, Tarot Card Tuesday, Wet and Wild Wednesday. Okay, now I'm just being an idiot again. All jokes aside, modern women have to clean it up and get straight. But hey, that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.